So the priorities of the share of this global share of education health, or health and education, is about research. Research is important, and especially the question of dissemination and implementation. We often have the case or the problem that we have quite good models of good practice. We have projects, pilot projects, and we have good results, but at the end we don't have the practice of these good models. We have models of good practice, but not the practice of these good models. So we have to have research about this gap. So we have good ideas, but very few people care about this and work with it. So we need to overcome that. So we need more research on the transfer of knowledge that we already have in pilot projects to the reality of the school, and looking more into the situation schools are working in, because reality is often more difficult. It's not the same as the reality in an experiment that I have done, where we have a lot of resources, where we have a lot of people are working in. The day-to-day business in schools are different, and this we have to keep in mind. Otherwise, we have research, we spend a lot of money, but we don't have a development in the practice of school health promotion. Therefore, dissemination research is important, and then, of course, implementation in schools. That is another thing. That is a single school. How can a school work with it on that the things we already have developed, and that is in the school, although also a very special process in school, in the single school, to adopt the research results that we have. So, and the second thing is about the NCDs in childhood development. What can we do? And that is most important is the family, of course, because it is the first socialization agency where children live and learn from parents, from mother and father, or the siblings and maybe grandfather and grandmother, the community they are living in, how to behave, because these NCDs are very closely related to living conditions, to behavior that they have learned to cope with difficulties in life, and so families are the most important, and then kindergarten, of course, and school. And you don't need to, or you should not separate them from each other, but to link them to each other, to build up a chain of prevention or health promotion activities, starting with families, kindergarten, and schools. And that means not only the family, kindergarten, school, but also in the community, those institutions that can support the family centers, for example, child guidance centers, for example. They can be supportive, or pediatrics. They can also support the activities that are already going on in the family or in the kindergarten or in the school. That's what I want to say.